Hey, what's up guys, how's it going? So I'm in a different part of the house today, as you can see, for day two. Not that I'm going to keep up this kind of pace of new environments. That would be, yeah, I'd run out of them real quick. But I remembered I had this, so I thought I would use it. Fun. Hi, how's it going? So my second daily-ish entry. And I say ish because I'm not, I probably won't be able to do every day. And actually, as someone mentioned, I should actually pull them up and name them personally, but someone mentioned on YouTube in the comments of my last video, doing a weekly thing might actually be advantageous, more interesting, more fun, more reliable. But we'll see. We'll see how this daily thing goes. I think I'm just gonna play it by ear, and days I get a chance to do it, I will, and days that I don't, I won't. I think, did I just wobble this? Yeah, I did. Okay. I'll try not to move this too much because it's wobbling the whole thing. But thank you for all the great comments from everyone. I really appreciate the positive comments on the first video. Thank you. That's really cool. Who was it now? I'm going to try and find the person that said that. I believe it was Spike Blighty. Yeah, so thank you for that recommendation. There's lots of other great comments as well that I'll try and get to. I just really appreciate all of the positive stuff that everyone's just saying, which is really nice. And then some suggestions. I mean, I definitely want to do some like more in development stuff as we go. Probably do some super challenge stuff, in the near future about stuff I'm working on. Stuff, and also definitely Treasure Noughts, which I'll be diving into heavily very soon, as soon as Super Challenge is done. Oh, and something else I forgot to mention yesterday was we're also working on an update for MUDs for iOS. Because, we released it, I think it was 2012. Yeah, I think it was December 2012. Gosh, I can't remember now. Because if I look at my phone, I'll be able to check, but I'm recording on my phone, so I can't. But whatever, quite a while ago. It worked great, did really well. People received it, liked it a lot. And then Apple released an OS update, and then it wouldn't work anymore. Yeah, that was awesome. So nothing that we did to break it, we didn't. Anyway, we didn't have the opportunity to fix it at the time. Because we're not really set up to do iOS, Mac stuff. So anyway, whatever. But we finally got around to fixing it, so that's great. It's working on my phone. So I'm testing that now, and the fix was relatively simple and quick to do actually. But we thought we would also add the ghost levels to the game as an in-app purchase. Because at the time we didn't have the ghost levels when we did it, so we thought we'd add that. And because the game, many people have downloaded the game either for free or for 99 cents or whatever. Some people have paid, full price for it, but the majority of people haven't. So anyway, so that's why we decided to go with the in-app purchase to see if we can actually make some money. And of course, if you don't want to buy it, that's cool. If you do, great. But that'll be in there. Be 20, the same 20 ghost levels that are on the Wii U and 3DS and every other version, I guess, that's sold for full price. We're going to add it to this. And right now, the iOS version of MUDs is $4.99 on the App Store, so you can grab it for that. And it will stay that way. It'll be that price when the update's released as well. So, either you can grab it now if you haven't already, or wait until then, or whatever. But we hope to be able to submit this update very soon, this week or next, hopefully. We're pretty darn close. It's working. I'm just playing it, making sure it doesn't break and stuff like that. So that's cool. That's really cool. Ripper9 on YouTube also had some really good feedback on on levels and worlds and stuff like that in games being more fantastic than based on more familiar, generic themes, which I completely agree. Definitely. I think we kind of do a little bit of both, I guess. We've done some things that are very generic and very expected, and some things that are a bit more abstract or creative. I think MUDs is pretty creative, with the world that we created. There's definitely some familiarity in there too. But that, personally, I like that too. I like that combination of familiarity with fantastic, made up stuff. I think Super Challenge actually goes a little bit further in the fantasy stuff. I like to think anyway. I mean, it's definitely more creative as far as, you know, the forest is got nice kind of cool, weird looking, blocky kind of leafy stuff that you're standing on, and anyway, whatever. And then there's the ice levels that have some sparkly, crystally stuff going on. So, but I agree with you, and I think we try to do some of that, and we'll continue to try to do some of that. But I also like a touch of the familiar sometimes as well, to kind of ground things. I think it's good. I don't want to spend too long going through all the comments, but I definitely want to try and chat about some of the things that people mentioned. What went wrong? So Great Shadow Dude asked if I'd maybe talk about what went wrong with the episodic model for Moon Chronicles. I think it can work. I think that we just kind of messed it up as far as the timing, how we promoted it, how we made the user aware of it, and stuff like that. I think it can be done really well. I think one really good example of DLC, not really episodic, I guess, but the DLC on Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, I thought was really good. You know, you get the game, great, it's really cool, and then, you know, they do an update that updates the character select screen, and you see like these little icons of characters that are going to be coming in the future. And I thought that was really neat. I like that. That was really clever to kind of inform the player of what's coming up. Excuse me. And get it in the player's mind that this stuff's going to become available. And when it does become available, you can access it through that. I thought that was really neat. So I think there are a lot of better ways of doing it. That takes a lot of effort, a lot of coordination. And we're so small, you know, we have very limited resources, and most of our energy we spend, or try to spend, on making the game, rather than the other logistical blah blah that is equally as important, but not as much fun to do as far as, you know, whatever, marketing, positioning, blah blah blah. So, but I think it didn't work for us because the timing on the releasing of the episodes wasn't good. I think it was hard to communicate. Some people think, you know, thought that the game episode 1 was the original Moon on the DS, and episode 2 was like a brand new thing. It was just really hard to communicate exactly what that was. I'm glad we tried it and we learned from it. You know, it's certainly something we might try in the future, because I think digital, you know, medium is a great place, perfect place to try that kind of stuff. So you know, we might try it again in the future, but nothing we're working on right now is episodic. So yeah. Anything else in there? Excuse me. Yeah. Just checking out some of the stuff. I think that's all of the questions, I think, for now on there. Survival horror game, Resident Evil camera style, third person. Right, so Rip and Tear Doom asked, I guess if maybe we were trying to do a third person, more Resident Evil style kind of survival horror game. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Love Resident Evil. Resident Evil 4 was really amazing. So that would be kind of my initial kind of thought on the perspective to go with, the angle to go with. But yeah, so definitely in the future, yeah, we'll see how things roll. We're just kind of trying to make games and see what sells and continue doing that, and then as well as trying new things right now. And something I'm working on, obviously, is this. That's right. A little bit of my super challenge right there. Just thought I'd show you a little bit of that working on the development 3DS we have. See, that's obviously the title screen. You've got the character select or the profile select down there. You can actually see, like, here's going to be all the secret characters there, which at this point have not been unlocked, so it's just a bunch of blank stuff with little max up there. But that's quite a few secret characters we have in the game, which I'm currently working on now, trying to get all the artwork done for that, as well as some cameos from other people that are helping create them too. And you'll see there's Rusty from SteamWorld Dig up there on the top profile. And what you do is, you know, you just go in there and select your guy, and then they become the profile on the top thing. I didn't show you on there because that shows you some of the secret guys, which I'm not revealing yet. So anyway, yeah. But I did want to show you a little bit of how the I'm trying to play this backwards, which will be ridiculous, but just a quick glimpse of, there's the level select hub, where you kind of start the game, and you can see there's levels there in the background, you know, and here's like World 2, and World 1 is over here. So the levels, and there's the boss door at the end there, that I can't go in right now because I have to beat all of these levels, get all of the water sprites and all of the gems in order to unlock this door right here. And you can see that's purple because that's a ghost. That's a ghost level right there. Anyway, so you kind of get a feel for how. Just looking for the jump button, and then up here, you know, there's World 3 and so on. You kind of get a feel for the hub there. It's a little bit different, and then down here you've got like a jukebox room where you can play different tunes, and there's the old level select, power-up select thingy where you get the different power-ups and stuff. So it's what replaced Granny's blah blah, Granny's attic. So yeah, just want to give you a quick look at that anyway. So we're finishing that up right now. So that's cool. That's coming together really good. Be good. We're so close. We're really close to finishing that up. So I'm excited about getting that done. And we'll wrap that up. That'll be coming on 3DS and Wii U at the same time. Very exciting. Also already have, I think, the European age rating for that. I'm pretty sure we do, yeah. So we'll be attempting to submit to North America and Europe at the same time. So that's great. That's a first for us. Oh, and Dementium Remastered is with Europe right now. So we have submitted that to Nintendo Europe for anyone who's interested. So we're just waiting to hear back from them on that. Anyway, there's my update. I'll probably see 12 minutes like it was yesterday. I didn't even cover that much, but I'm going to cut it there. Yeah, so thanks for checking it out again. I'm going to try and do this as often as I can, and it'll be random pretty much on what I cover. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. So hopefully you enjoy these random waffles, and I will see you next time. Hope you're doing good. Take care.